Municipal officials in KwaZulu-Natal and the water service providers there have violated the rights of residents to have access to clean drinking water. An investigation by the Human Rights Commission has found that local government neglected and disregarded concerns that were raised by some of those communities. It says that since the year 2020, it's received over 600 complaints about widespread water shortages. Newzroom Afrika reporter Karinda Jagmohan has been tracking the story and joins us live tonight from Durban. Karinda, so the Human Rights Commission quite scathing in its assessment of what's gone on in these municipalities. Tell us more.
Certainly so. In fact, it was quite an extensive report right here that the Commission released today, saying that in general, like you said, the Commission or municipalities have violated residents' right to access clean drinking water. And we've seen that around KZN, specifically in rural areas, where for years there has been water interruptions due to damaged water infrastructure or faulty water infrastructure or infrastructure that's not maintained. But also there are also areas across KZN where there has never been access to tap water, safe and clean drinking water. One of the commissioners in his introduction to this report said that in some cases they found that people were drinking water where animals drink water. And we've seen that in places like in the Umsunduzi municipality in an area as in Bomvini, very close to Pietermaritzburg, which is the capital city of KZN, where residents there have seen water interruptions. And as a result, they drink water from a stream where cows also drink water from. And in many cases, municipalities have said that this issue is due to apartheid-era spatial planning, whereby their pre-1994, many communities, or the majority of communities, were not given access to basic services. But the Commission in its report say that years later, it is unacceptable that there has been no measures taken to actually ensure that all residents, especially those in rural areas, have access to water. And you're right, they're quite scathing in what they had to say with regards to that. They said that this shows that there was not enough planning and that there is not enough oversight into fraud and corruption that they have noted in some of these municipalities. In fact, in 2022, they received over 600 complaints from residents who went to their offices. So this is the Human Rights Commission offices in Durban, to state that they had water interruptions or water violations. And of course, we know that access to water is a basic human right. One of the commissioners also said that the most impacted people in this crisis are women and children, because still today in many households, the role or the responsibility of taking care of the household falls upon the woman, who is also assisted by her children, or in child-headed households. And as a result, they have to spend most of their day trying to access water for that home. And so they are impacted if they don't have access to water. Take a listen to what one of the commissioners had to say about the findings in this report.
The Commission finds unacceptable the failure of the state, 29 years after overthrowing the apartheid government, to transform colonial and apartheid-era spatial planning to benefit previously excluded and disadvantaged communities. The violation of rights evidenced in complaints received and submissions made are indicative of a gross dereliction of duty on the part of municipalities and water services authorities to enact reasonable measures to deliver on rights and fulfill their obligations to communities.